guys, hello, happy Valentine's Day. If you're watching this the day it comes out, it is Valentine's Day. I thought it would be fun to do a blind date with a book just because I've never been on a blind date before and I'm like curious. A blind date with a book is basically a company will like wrap up books and then you open it up and then that's the book you're gonna get. Basically you really don't know what book you're gonna get. It's just you don't know, and it's a blind date, you know? It's a blind date with a book. I don't know what else you want me to say. I have my books right here. I literally got this today, and if you know anything about me, I love surprises and I love mystery anything, like mystery boxes, mystery surprises, and this literally showed up today, and I said, I'm filming this right now because I want to know what books these are. This is from the Etsy shop, oh my god. I'm so dumb, I can't read. Bloomingly Bookish. That's how you say it. So, let's get started. Oh my gosh, these are so freaking cute. Stop, they're like, oh, she's got like a little thank you. Cinnamon apple tea. Yes, I will definitely be drinking that. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm just gonna show you what's in here real quick. You get a little tea, you get a thank you card, and then, oh my god, this is the cutest bookmark. I love that. The freaking rainbows. I'm definitely using this. That's so cute. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Sorry, I'm like having a moment. I'm so overwhelmed, but like in the best way. I'm having oh my god, this is so fun already. So when you're picking the books, you can choose which genre you want. So I chose romance, fantasy, and surprise me because I love a good surprise. We're gonna start with romance because I don't know. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, no, it's not. Oh, this is so cute. 8 Perfect Hours by Leah Lewis. It looks like a Christmas book, but I think it's just a winter romance. It says, on a snowy evening in January, 30-something Noelle Butterby is on her way back from an event at her old college when disaster strikes. With a blizzard closing off roads, she finds herself stranded alone in her car without food, drink, or even worse, a working charger for her phone, God forbid. All seems lost until handsome Sam Atwood, also trapped in a nearby car, knocks on her window and offers assistance. After 8 perfect hours together, morning arrives and the roads finally clear. The two strangers part, positive they'll never see each other again, but fate has something else in mind. As the two keep I can't say that word, bumping into each other, they begin to realize that perhaps there truly is no such thing as coincidence. But it looks like a really cute winter romance. Love that. I'm gonna put that right here. Let's go on to the next book. So the next book that I got was fantasy. It feels like a hardcover, and it also feels pretty tiny. Like this is probably 200 pages. Oh, what the heck? The Deep by River Solemn. Looks like a mermaid book, I guess. It's very, very short. Oh my god, this is from a public library. Tolosa Public Library System. Wait. Is this a library book? And then someone just, oh, maybe they have like library sales. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I just get a library book and someone didn't turn it in? Yetu holds the memories for her people. Her people, the water-dwelling descendants of pregnant African slave women thrown overboard by slavers. Oh my god. Their past, too traumatic to be remembered regularly, is forgotten by everyone, save one, save the historian. Yetu remembers from all of the Wajinru and the memories, painful and wonderful, traumatic and terrible and miraculous. And so she flees to the surface, escaping the memories and the expectations and the responsibilities, and discovers a world that something left behind long ago. Yetu will learn more than she ever expected to about her own past and about the future of her people. If they are all to survive, they need to reclaim the memories, reclaim their identities, and own who they really are. This seems like a very, like, traumatic book. I've never heard of anything about this book, but we will read it. It does sound semi-interesting. That is the fantasy book that I got. So my surprise me book was a thriller book. I'm excited. It is also a hardcover book. Oh my god, it's another blue book. Why did she like did a color scheme for this? Oh, cute. It's So this is a book of the month book. It is the Leave the World Behind. Oh, it's like a swimming. Oh my god, this is giving what's that movie with Megan Fox where she's like, they're like in a swimming pool and then like she's like drowning all the boys. She's killing boys. That movie, it's giving that right now. I don't know why. Let's read. Amanda and Clay head out to a remote corner of Long Island expecting a vacation, a quiet reprieve from life in New York City, quality time with their teenage son and daughter, and a taste of good life in the luxurious home they've rented for the week. But with a late night knock on the door, the spell is broken. Ruth and GH, an older couple who claim to own the home, have arrived there in a panic. These strangers say that a sudden blackout has swept New York, and with nowhere else to turn, they've come to the country in search of shelter. But with the TV and internet down and no cell phone service, the facts are unknowable. Should Amanda and Clay trust this intruding couple and vice versa? What has happened in New York? Is the vacation home isolated from civilians truly a safe place for their family? And are they safe from one another? Cool. Okay, kind of sounds a little interesting. A little like, should we be trusting these people? Which is, obviously the answer is no. We don't trust no hoes, but I will let them have a chance. That is my surprise me book. The seller definitely had a color scheme going on. She chose all blue books, which is kind of fun. So those are the books I'm gonna be reading. I think I'm gonna start off with my romance book first because this one sounds the most appetizing. So let's go ahead and get to reading. Right now, today, the day I'm filming this and the day you're watching this, it's coming out the same day. And you know what? I'm a little behind, okay? So I'm not going to finish reading this book for this video, but I will finish this and I will let you guys know in my February wrap up. So stay tuned for that. But so far, my consensus about this book, we follow our main girl, Noelle. She's like stuck in like the snowstorm and like she's on the like highway and she's like stuck in the snowstorm and she meets this guy named Sam and Sam kind of helps her out and then they just have a good old time. That's why it's called 8 Perfect Hours, because they spend 8 perfect hours together. And so she thinks like she'll never see him again, but by chance she will see him again eventually. I think I haven't gotten there yet. I'm about like 20% into this book. What I think about it so far, it's cute, it's fun. Not much has really happened besides, like I said, the 8 hours they've spent together already. And she's like just ran into like her ex-boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend kind of wants to like catch up with her and she's like, I don't think so. So that's like the only part I've gotten so far. Don't like love it. I think it's just kind of okay right now. It's pretty easy to read. So far, I would probably put this at 3 stars. I don't love it, but I don't hate it, but I like it. It's cute so far. So sorry if you were looking forward to this, but let's just say I read it and it's a 3 stars because I think it is going to be 3 stars. I could bite my tongue. I'll let you know in my February wrap up whenever I finish this baby. I'm so sorry, but this video has to go out today. Please don't be mad at me. Thank you though. Let's go see the other books that I read. Short book. It's only like 150 pages and I've been reading for an hour and I'm already halfway in. What I think so far, this book is sad. It is about like how this colony basically has started, like of these like mermaid people. Pregnant women slaves were thrown off of ships to like drown, basically just killing them. This sea kind of like turned, like if they were pregnant, turned the babies into like these little mermaids to let them survive. And there's this one girl, we're following this one girl, her name is Yetsu, and she is like the historian. So the historian is the person who remembers everything from their past. They basically have this thing where like they don't want anybody to remember their traumatic past, so they only have one person remember everything. I don't know what to say because this is kind of leaving me a little bit flabbergasted. Like I feel like anything I can add to this conversation wouldn't be helpful and it wouldn't be enough because obviously I didn't have to go through intergenerational trauma. I'm white. I don't feel any of those effects that maybe other races have. So basically right now I have left off where Yetu has left her people. I think it's because like the weight of being the historian and having all of this trauma just basically be on her has really like, she is going through it. Like, she doesn't want to be the historian. She doesn't want to remember all of these traumatic things. And so she has left her like village to go to the Starfest and kind of like get away from them. Yeah, this is really interesting. I honestly have never heard anything about this, but so far so good. I'm enjoying this. It is definitely one of the most thoughtful fantasy books I've ever read. I'm gonna keep going. So I literally just finished the deep. Wow, genuinely deep, if you get it. I'm sweating. Wow, this book was really, really good. This was a very beautiful and intricate story of intergenerational trauma, really. Knowing that's who you are and how you started off with. It's just a very, I don't know, it's a very beautiful story. Yetu does not want to remember the trauma. She is the historian. She has dealt with so much grief. She is the one remembering everything. So she ventures off to forget it. She wants to be her own person. She doesn't want this trauma to be a part of her. I didn't necessarily connect with it on like a personal level, but I definitely feel like I connected with it on a very emotional level. Like, this is very emotional and just beautiful. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I really like it. It's very interesting. It's short. It's like 155 pages, but I feel like it packs a punch. Wow. Okay, sorry. I'm just like, this book is, I feel like is gonna just settle with me because it's just, I feel like this is what I love about books. You get so many perspectives. Like, this is the power of books. So I guess we're gonna start Leave the World Behind now. Hello, good morning. So I'm still reading Leave the World Behind. So we just got to the part where like, this is not a spoiler, but like the couple that owns this Airbnb has finally like arrived. So we just got to that part. Let me just say, so far, I do not like the writing style of this author. There's just writing styles from authors that I read and I personally just don't love it. Why is this not working for me? There's a literal whole ass chapter about Amanda, the wife or the mom or whatever, just going to the grocery store and it just tells us what she all bought. Like, I don't give a what she bought. It's like she bought beans and then she bought potatoes and then she bought salsa but she got cilantro in it even though her kid doesn't like cilantro. Like, it's like that. I'm like, I don't care. Maybe like the author's trying to like make it seem like, oh, it's like trying to give vacation vibes, I guess, but like the way it's written just feels very monotonous. Is that the word I'm thinking of? Monotonous. I can't think of the boring. Basically very, I don't know, the way he's writing it is just boring. Like, I'm bored a little bit, so I'm gonna keep reading, obviously, and I will see y'all later. So I have been reading / listening to Leave the World Behind. I'm a little over halfway into this book. So far, I don't love this book. Honestly, I kind of find it a little boring. I understand the premise of this, having this big blackout, there's no cell service, we don't know what's going on in the world, which I do think is very like relevant, but do I think this is like the most crazy thriller in the world? Not really. It's very low-key thriller. Like, these people like are just kind of freaking out like the whole book, like we don't know what's going on in the world, which is very realistic. Like, I get it, but I don't love it. I do not like the writing. This writing is not good. I just want to give you an example. I just hate writing like this. It just makes me uncomfortable, and I'm like, why do I need to have that information? I don't need it. This is on page 145, chapter 25. Like, this is like the second paragraph. Ready? Archie ran the shower very hot. His balls were tight against his body, bumpy like he'd just gone out of the pool. And then he starts like thinking about like women. Like, this is how he liked his women. He liked his women like this. I'm like, I don't give a I don't care. This is weird. He's like 15. I don't want to know that. It's weird. I get the whole premise of like having this big blackout. Things are happening. We don't know what's going on. How the hell are we supposed to figure out what's going on? Plus these people are out in like the country, so they don't like, they're not near anybody, so they can't like ask anybody what's going on. I understand like the premise of this and how that could freak people out. And I think it, like, to an extent, I think if I was in that scenario, I would freak out. But like, I'm just kind of bored. Like, nothing crazy is really happening. But like I said, it's low-key. It's very like, it's very realistic, I think. But I'm also kind of bored. I'll see you after this book is done. Okay. So I just finished Leave the World Behind. This was not good. I think the concept of this is very interesting. We as a society are very attached to our phones. Obviously, we're constantly on our, like, you're probably watching this video on your cell phone. Like, we're attached to our phones. Like, I get it. And like the possibility of not knowing things and having that taken away when we're so reliant on it is scary. Like, it is scary to like not know what's going on at all. The thing is, this was just done so poorly. I'm very disappointed honestly by it because it was just not cut out to what I wanted. The ending was so stupid. Or not stupid, but like, it was kind of like, that's it? Like, that's where we get to the ending. There's no like, there's just nothing at the end. It's like, what was the point of this book besides being aware that we're already on our phones so much as a society? Like, we already knew that. So what was the point of this book? There was no real thriller. I mean, it's like a low-key thriller. Like, having the unknown is kind of scary. Like, I get that. But this was just boring. Things that happened, they're like towards the end, like there's like something that happens, but like not enough to play it. There's just no explanation in this book either. Like, they don't get the, I can't say anything without it being a spoiler. Basically nothing gets summed up in this book. This is such a waste of time, and this sounds so cutthroat, but it's so true. Like, this was such a waste of time. This wasn't good. I'm really sad, but I did not like this. Honestly, I would like to give you a 0, but I can't, so I'm gonna give you a 1. Yeah, I think this is gonna be 1 star. This was not good at all. Okay, cool. Done with that book. I forgot to end this video. I'm so sorry. This video has been a cluster mess. You know what I mean. Those are all of the books that I got in my blind date with the book. You know what? This was kind of like the blind date that you go to and it just goes terribly wrong. Terribly wrong. Literally, this was like the worst date possible. This was a good date. Like, I would go on a second one. He's not like my soulmate or anything, but we hit it off. And then this one is TBD. I mean, honestly, right now I'm kind of standing him up. So let me know, did you guys enjoyed this video? I would totally do another blind dates with the book, and I'll actually read all of them, I promise, because I just had this one scheduled for today and it has to come up today. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye bye. Why do I say like that? Bye bye. Bye.